Hello and welcome back to Brigandine, the Legend of Forsena, playing as Leonia on hard. I already did all of our setup for this turn because there wasn't a lot really to do, to be honest. Rearranged and replaced a monster or two, sent my people out on their quests. Once they come back, I'm debating starting to attack again, but also, as long as I go down to Escalio first, I'm at the point where there's still only one castle in a line because they knocked me back. So then once I beat them, then I can go forward and it's still a choke point. So I don't need extra people there yet. But for this turn, we're just doing some questing anyway and seeing if anyone attacks us. They did not. Sophia's on a quest. Let's see how that goes. Oops. I will go back in the edit and fix that. I'll catch the little frame. I checked with editing the first couple episodes. There are frames where I can catch what that said even though I skipped through it, and I will put it on screen. So, Hugh's quest. He's meeting a dwarf. Let's see what happens. He obtained a pixie hat, which is good for casters. Let's see what Rising is up to. He got a sacred amulet. I forget what that does. Borg. Is he gonna get rune power? Oh my god. Oh my god, he got 9 points of rune power. If he gets that quest about 8 more times, he'll actually be a decent general. Ish. Still have 3 rune area, but... so... Can I summon here again? Oh yeah, Hellhounds. I think what I'm gonna do, actually, is I'm gonna summon a Hellhound. I'm going to put it on someone that's questing, and instead of questing them this turn, I'm going to send them down to where I need to go invade to get my castle back. And I'm going to use that because they can hit and run to trigger the start of combat, so I can lure them out of the mountain pass that I was hiding in when I was defending it. So Sophia, I know for sure, has room. So Sophia, you can take that down. So what I'm going to do... Sorry about that. I had some background sounds I had to edit out. I'm going to send her down to here. Give them that to work with. And potentially take whatever after you replace it with. Because, I mean, I could give them... I don't have any place to get ghouls, but I could give them, like, a scorpion or ghoul or something like that and sacrifice it like I did before. But then I'm like, well, now that I have a castle where I can get a Hellhound, if I just get close enough to set my lineup, but not all the way to them, and then send one of them in a couple square hexes, they can, as long as they have movement left, they can move back a square or two and not take more than one hit. And they might actually even survive as a result. So, let's do some questing. Charlene. Whoops. Hugh, Chantal, Ryzen, Longborg. Then I'm going to organize and see what the equips I got were. Sacred Amulet is just what general white resist up. Sophia can use the Pixie Hat, which is 2 intelligence and 2 defense. Which, since I already have something better on Cortina, and Sophia is likely going to be one of the next people I use as a caster, I'm going to give her that. From there, I'm just going to run this turn. And I'm just going to save and run the turn attack phase, see if they attack me. If no one attacks me, then I'm going to reassign that Hellhound and look at attacking to take my castle back next turn. Alright, so hopefully some of these quests will be good stuff again. Genuinely, Longborg isn't... You know, if you look at his stats, he's not inherently awful as an actual character, or like a knight. He has, because of the path he's on, he has decent tankiness and stuff. He's not great by any means, but he's not awful. So if he actually got a few, even to like 180 to 200 rune power for his level, I'd probably actually consider using him, because I like having those kind of knights. And we don't really have many of them. Escalio's going back on the attack, but not to us. And they won. Kai was by himself, so he retreated immediately. Charlene's doing a quest. She's meeting a bard. She gets 4 magic points. Not the best thing for a Valkyrie. I think Valkyrie's the 3rd tier. But anyway. Oh. Oh. I got a free Gygus. Philo, way to go. Yes. I will take that. That is one of the 2 evolutions of a giant. A Gygus is the red dot, black dot version, and his skin turns like a black and red. I forget what the other one's called. But it's the opposite. It's a white dot, red dot. And then they're one of the ones that you can find special items for to turn them into either Loki or Thor. Beheading axe, nice. He's not going to be the one using it, although he is a barbarian. Longborg, also meeting the bard. Gain 8 magic points. Honestly, if he keeps getting stat bumps that, you know, his rune power, he's going to need more than 1 bump in, obviously. But if I got either another rune power bump, like potion item, or a, even with the 3 rune area, if I manage to get him a few more rune power bumps through questing and getting items or just points from the quest itself, and especially if he gets a few magic points and strength in between, I might start using him. He's still not ready yet, obviously. He's still only like 140 rune power, but... Alright. What does the beheading axe do? No, I want to go to equip. Attack plus 8 black element. Honestly, I might give that to him because the axe I already have on Keloff is plus 6 attack and plus 5 to hit, so I will give that to him just in case I actually have to use him. I don't think I'm going to anytime soon with the pace I'm going, but I'm going to start picking the pace up soon too, so just to be safe, let's give him a weapon. Now, let's go down here and do what I was working on. For strategic purposes. Oh, she just has room for it in hers because of the way I rearrange things. I was thinking about giving her a dragon, but instead I ended up giving her the 2 lizard men because it would give me more coverage. So yeah, she actually just has room for it and I don't have to do anything special. Now, I will have to spread these monsters out if I do get them to start to evolve, because obviously there's a good chance more of them are going to level up than the amount of leveling people will get to allow for rune power. But still, it fits for now, and that's what we need. So let's send these guys out to quest some more for the moment. Boom. Now, what do they have down here? I thought that said they had like 20 knights. I was like, what? They have a giant in reserve. I forgot to assign my Gygus to somebody. Whoops. we'll figure that out after. Camden, they have just these two for healing still. They have a bunch of rocks, which I'm not a big fan of. But no healing monsters, so they're still going to run out of healing pretty quickly. I'm going to attack them, I think. Because especially with my plan to lure them in with the Hellhound, I'm going to have time to set up what I want to do. And that's going to give me a humongous advantage. Especially coming from the top side. So let's save. And again, especially as the attackers, if I don't win, as long as I don't lose tons of monsters, and I do kill some monsters and get some levels, that's also a win for me at this stage. Let's go. Let's get this on. Right. Alright, so let's put Paternus. Okay, we still got wiggle room to make our lines, so let's put Paternus as far forward as possible. Just to have them far forward. I'm going to put these guys off to the side for now, just because they fly, so I can rearrange them where I need to. I'm going to put this guy next to Paternus, because I want him in the second row. I'm going to put you back a little bit for now. You can just kind of stay there. Now, Keeloff, get as far forward as you can. The one exception to that other rule is you're going to stay right next to him. Or, well, technically slightly in front of him right now, because I couldn't get him any further forward. But what I really want to do is get those lizard men and that mandrake into place that's useful, so that I can try to start leveling them up, because they tend to be ones that I think level fairly quickly, especially the mandrakes. And I really, really, really want to level them up, because the mandrake especially becomes really tanky and really, really good when it gets a ranged attack. Let's put you right in the middle. Put you there. Because we all started fairly close together, I'm actually going to be pretty easily able to get this setup that I want. Or at least most of it. And you come down and go right behind this guy. You come down and kind of go here. You just kind of chill at the back. I mean, turn one, we're almost in the setup that I want already. So let's move. Yeah, I couldn't trigger them if I wanted to right now. Let's move down through there. And then these guys can just kind of go in a straight line for now. I'm going to move them more into the line after. I just want to get the line set up for the ones that need to be in a certain spot. All right. Keeloff, I want right in front of Paternus. I know that might be unwise to an extent, but that's what I want. I'm going to put you there. I'm going to make this lizard man start to move forward. You're going to go behind Paternus. You're going to go behind the Pegasus. You're going to go next to Paternus, because I want you in the second row. You're going to go right there. You're going to go right there. I really don't have to change my formation all that much at this point. You're gonna go... Honestly, with what I have, I could even kind of start to pull the flyers in a little bit. Like on an angle, and kind of loop a lizard man or two around so that there's actually some side blockage. For now, though, I'll just do that until I see what we actually have. I want you in the middle third row. I want you right there. So it's turn 3 of 12, and we're already almost fully set up. We still have breathing space before they're going to even potentially come after us. Now I'm just going to go in a straight line, more or less. To there. So just in case, I'll bring those flyers down. Off to the side. Bring the angel next to him. Actually, I want the angel on the other side of him. Also just realized if I put myself kind of up in the corner a little bit, I could move the flyers further over because nobody can go over these, even flyers. So I could kind of set up that way and then lure them in. Which I might even do, honestly. Put you down there. So. Heal off, get in front of him. You get in front of him there. Yeah, like I could even leave that lizard man where he is and kind of barricade them in a little bit and sort of build it angled. Now that I think about it, which might be the play, honestly. You can get where I want you. You can't get all the way to where I want you, but I could put you there instead. Which is also fine. I could also put the flyers here and here, and then they literally can't get around me, which is what I think I'm going to do. So this lizard man can go in front of her. This one can kind of go over here a little bit. I think that's still safe. Let's put you there. Put you there. Yep, okay. So, let's do this. Let's move this guy. That wyvern's level 7. Let's move the griffin into the corner. Put the wyvern more out front so it potentially gets more attacks. Oh shit, I just realized you can't go on that square either. So I should actually move that down slightly. Alright, well let's do this then. Let's just move straight down. 2 hexes with everybody that's remaining. You put a power spell on that rock, which is not ideal. Or did you put it on the dragon? I think it was the rock. Maybe it was the dragon. I don't know. I'll have to look. No, it was the dragon. Which is in some ways worse, but also... yeah, it's not great. So let's move you straight down to like we discussed. Same with you. Let's actually move you down 3. So that we have a little bit of buffer. You're not going straight down, but... Yeah, see, I can't really move them yet. I might need to take one extra turn for that. Just to make sure everybody's where I want them. You can go straight down, too. See, I don't want to bring it in too close, but also I kind of do. Because I don't really need all that space. So let's bring this guy. Can I cast Protect on that guy? Can I reach him? I can't. Okay. Let's put the unicorn there. Pixie there. The Mandrake off to the side. And this guy off to the side over there. I'm going to leave the last guy. I'm not going to move him yet. Because I have plans. You go there. That's what I wanted to do. Because now he can go here, but nobody can go around him. Because if you look, they're not allowed to go any further than the very edge of mountain piece. So it gives me a natural barricade to make my formation. Now, if I was extra smart, I would have kind of put Keeloff where the dog is and pulled him in a little bit to make everyone kind of funnel, but this'll work. So, I don't really need to move any of those guys, to be honest. The Pixie's fine where it is. Pixie can hit all but one lizard man, and the other Pixies are going to be able to hit him, so... That's honestly fine. Wasn't quite the exact setup I was originally thinking, but it'll definitely get the job done. Now, the only tricky part is I can't get this lizard man exactly where I was planning to get him. Because I left the dog there last turn, but that's okay. We'll make it work. He's actually still fine there, because once I go to... I'll actually move it in to attack, and then I'll move one of her other lizard man down into here. Or one of them, anyway. So yeah, everything else is fine. I could protect that to try to keep it alive better. But at the end of the day, while I'm not trying to get it killed, it is still a sacrificial lamb to an extent. And I'd like to save the protect spells for other people. Like, Keeloff, who I'm going to put one on immediately. For when they inevitably go forward. Ah, crap, it's going to be outside the rune area. Technically speaking, I don't actually have to go attack them. I could just move down 1 square. And that would get us within 3. Let's just do that. And I'll get that lizard man over there. Now they can still easily get around me on this side, but they do have to make a bit of a wide berth with the way I lined up, so... That should be enough to trigger it, and he won't be quite as... Yeah. He'll still be a bit exposed, but he's not directly exposed because I didn't run him all the way in. Well, he got turned to stone, but that, with the guaranteed 150 defense from while you're stone, that may not actually be that terrible of an idea. What is terrible is that level 6 dragon with power also having a halo spell cast on it, so it cannot miss. Not that I expected it would miss anyway, but... so for right now, what I'm going to do is sit here and wait. Except I am going to put a protect spell on this wyvern. Probably should put one on the griffin, but it's more expendable at the level it's currently at. So for now, I won't bother. Oh good, he's putting more power spells on people. I love when he does that. You're gonna shoot my griffin, that's fine. If I really cared about getting rid of that centaur right away, I could just bombard him, but I want to keep formation as much as I can, because it's a smarter way to play overall. Oh, you're not actually moving forward, okay. Interesting. I could move those guys around to try to fight that rock, but again, I'd rather keep the formation. So I'm just going to stay put. Can she hit that thing with a frost? She can. That might be worth doing. Yeah, she's going to get a guaranteed level if I even cast a spell. But I could also save it for 2 Genofrosts when they start coming forward. And I think I'm actually going to do that. Because for now, he's going to sit there and beat that guy up. And the giant, her giant might as well, I don't know. But I know somebody's going to come forward in the next turn or two. And I would rather be ready for that. Yeah, they did do that. However, he didn't go down and around. He went in front of my Phoenix and a Lizard Man. So that's going to go well for him. Oh, good. Oh, and he wasted the power spell on a throwaway Hellhound, so that's good. That's actually excellent. That's the best case scenario for that. So here's what we're gonna do. I could technically move this part of the line down slightly because they're all in the same unit. And still more or less keep the same formation, just slightly staggered instead of all the way straight line. Which might be the play, because then I could get rid of this guy. But we'll see. The only thing is, even if I do that, I can't hit him with either of these two, because I'd have to move them first to hit him with spells. What I absolutely can do, however, and am going to, is Divine Ray the absolute Jesus out of this giant. There we go. There's 230 damage. Should I shift that down and attack him? Maybe. He only has to go 1 square, and so does he. It's not going to completely break formation. I could just move Keloff down 1 more on his turn, and basically still have the same formation, but actually with the Phoenix in the middle making that kind of choke point thing I was talking about. Hell with it, let's do it. And, unlike other things, I'm pretty sure the Centaur, because it's a normal attack, can move and attack. My Centaur, that is. We're not going to take him out by any means, but it doesn't really hurt our plan any significant amount. And it's going to let me severely weaken, if not kill a monster. Well, I'm not going to kill him, but I can do some damage to him. And since they have basically no healing, really, they have 1 healer. I have not healed anyone yet either, which reminds me, since I'm not going to move him until next turn because I got to wait for Keloff to move his down a square. I'm going to move this guy down, shoot at him to do more damage. And then we're going to have some real fun. If I can get this Centaur to level 10, business is going to pick up big time. Because then he can shoot 3 squares, and I don't even have to be in the second row. So you're protected. No, you're not protected yet. You should be. I think I did protect him, but they didn't move in as quick as I thought they were going to. But we're definitely getting into the heat of it now, so let's protect him again. And it got that pixie a level. But since there's no one to Divine Ray right now, and there's nobody hurt on that side, I can heal that Griffin. That's the thing. Angels and people, anybody with Divine Ray, they are, especially angels because they're monsters, are great damage dealers when you want them, when you want to rapid fire somebody. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with just making them a very good healer too. That's what their primary role is meant to be still. So that was the dragon with power on it, and we're still in decent shape. I forgot about that, although that Djinn is now going to get destroyed because it doesn't hit back, so I'm just going to beat the shit out of it with everything I have and try to get Keel off a kill, especially since that's a level 8 Djinn. So he should get at least one level out of that. You pull him out of there. You go after that guy. Now he has the damage advantage in the sense that he's a flying creature good against ground, and I'm a ground creature. But lizardmen are fairly tanky. Paternus is in the middle enough, he should be able to area heal that guy. And every time he gets an attack back, he gets some experience where he can start to level up. These guys are on equal footing, damage-wise, because they're both flying units that prefer hitting ground units. Or I'll just get fucking turned to stone when I actually really didn't want to. I hate rocks. I should probably use them more, but I actually just hate them so much fighting them that it makes me not want to use them. It totally makes no sense. It should be the opposite, but I can't help how it feels. Now, what I could also do is not really break my formation, but shift, instead of being angled, shift it kind of down and around to sort of encircle them a bit. And that's something I might still do. One thing I'm definitely going to do is absolutely pummel that rock. Or not rock, pummel that, if I hit the giant with him, and then with that lizard man, there's a good chance, depending how much damage he does, it's red versus red, but he's really strong. He might die from that. I really want to kill that Djinn. Yeah, let's just do that, because she's going to do Geno Frost and do a bunch of damage to the giant as well. So, let's Fire Claw this guy for free. It's not as much damage as I was hoping he would do, but it's okay. I hate fighting these, but that's part of why I want to move this guy down and actually, like, attack him. I'm going to heal. She's in rough shape, but problem is that dragon can breathe on her when he moves in too. And but let's heal the wyvern because it's in the front and definitely going to take more damage. And then I'll use her unicorn to cure this guy. Let's do this because it's obviously what I'm going to do. There's no real thought needed for that. Dwarf X. So that thing's down to 77, and it's in level 9. I could try to hit that rock with this guy, and he's better against air, so he'd do a lot in higher level, so he would do good damage. I honestly think... No! Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get a kill with that centaur on that Jinn. That's what I'm gonna do. Because all of them have already gone. Well, no, Hula's a level 1 cleric. So she's gonna go last. And she's the one... She doesn't have control of that monster. So she has no say in what happens with that guy unless she heals it, which she could. But he might even die to the Genofrost that she's about to do. So do I want to... Who's protected? I should definitely protect that lizard man at this point. Kilof's protected. You're protected. You're stone for now. So I could make them come up the side. If I move down, I only have to move him down 1. And I could attack this guy and start trying to weaken it. Because I really want to get rid of rocks wherever I can. I hate them. Now, doing that runs the risk of them... Nice crit. It runs the risk of them turning me to stone a bunch of times, but... Like that, because of course he fucking turned him to stone. You cheating whore. Well, I guess he doesn't need a protect spell, because he's got more defense than he's ever going to have. So let's protect that one. Alright, let's do this. I could go attack that guy again. Can I get this guy down there? No, as far as I can get him is there. And I could put him there. He's for sure gonna get ganked if I do. But he's also at level 1, so I could just re-summon another one. And I really want to kill that rock. So I'm going to do it. I was hoping I could reach him with the Mandrake, because I might be able to paralyze him and prevent the stone. Unfortunately, it was not to be. At least not this turn. Another nice crit. Thank God no stone this time. So, I could use her Genofrost and do pretty good damage to him and maybe kill him. What I should do is put a protect spell on whom? You still have one? You do, but it's about to run out. You do, but it's about to run out, I think. Or maybe I just put his on this turn, I can't remember. Well, Paternus is one, doesn't have enough to do another one. Shit. Alright, well, let's do this before I do anything else. You've already used your power spell, correct? You have. You're gonna do more damage to him, so hit him. Yeah, you're also going to take quite a lot of damage from him if he hits you back because of the blue dot. But you'll do the most damage to him. Of course, his guys never miss. As much as I want that guy active, I kind of want to just heal this guy because I can reach him from there. And he's already level 2, and Lizard Man, and like, this guy at least is not going to die. I mean, he might die, but he's not going to die immediately. The other problem is I got to get rid of this asshole so that I can move around and get my angel somewhere. The angel's just going to be a healer this fight at this point. Okay, well, you get healed because you got at least 1 level, and you're literally the main protector of Cortina at that side of the map right now. So you're just going to have to stay turned to stone for now, I guess. Because they don't have cure, they only have heal. You can still protect someone. You're already protected, and I think you were just protected this turn. You're not protected. You are, but I think it's going to run out. You are, but it might be about to run out. I think I might just save that and see what happens, because I'm going to burn through them too quick otherwise. So, you. Genofrost on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures isn't a ton. But with the current setup, it's about the best I'm going to be able to do because I didn't get to move her down like I was hoping. And also, 2 of them are red dots. One of them's almost dead. One's going to die, or should. And then 2 of them are going to be quite a bit more weakened. Plus, she'll be sure to gain a level from this because she, no matter what, because she gains 3x, only needs 3 XP. So let's do it. The giant is not going to die with 188, although it's very close to dead. 101. The Jinn is dead, which is my first goal. She gained 2 levels, which is awesome. And she... Oh, that's the lizard man. That's... Good lord. Try again. Unless I end up being forced to run away, which is possible, depending on how much they do with these stupid rocks and everything else. But unless they do convince me I should run, she's going to get another Genofrost off and probably get another level. Should honestly put a protect spell on her because I think his breath does physical damage. I'm pretty sure. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Hell with it. We'll leave it. Oh, that rock's the more fresh one. And it's gonna go hit this lizard man. Probably turn him to stone like an asshole. No, it didn't. Like I said, some of these guys, especially the new lizard men, they're gonna die. It's almost impossible with where I'm at in the game to not have them survive, have that happen. You healed the giant, which is fine because he's going to take a bunch of that health right back when he gets hit by this lizard man. I was really hoping he was going to miss with the like 20 difference in agility, but he didn't. However, he still only regained about 60 total health from that. Now, because I didn't cure him, I don't think I have the manpower to kill him. What would a holy word look like right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My area heal. He'd heal her. He'd heal that lizard man. He'd heal the wyvern, would be the 3 main ones. Could heal that guy. Should heal that lizard man, because he's doing good work for me so far. I really probably should. But you can reach him with a heal, actually, and you can't reach anybody with any spell of your attack spells. So let's do that. As I smack my microphone like an idiot. Now, let's do the holy word. You can Divine Ray, but I really would actually like the Lizard Man to get that kill if I could. Problem is, well, they don't have any other healing. The only other healing they have is Miguel, and he cannot reach him. So he's going to die because he's on her turn and no healing to get before he gets there. So let's hit them with the holy word. There's definitely room for an improvement on how many people I'm hitting, but with what they brought and the positions we're all in, 8 is definitely a solid number at this stage of the battle. Especially when I'm trying to clean out monsters. So you could argue I should just consider running away now before I lose anything, but I'm still in good enough shape I don't need to. And I really, really want to kill some stuff. Oh, Paternus got a level, look at that. You're 485 health, so you're not dying this turn. You're a level 6 dragon, though, so I should probably try to get you killed. Especially since I don't really want to fight. It's like I want to kill the rock, but I don't want to fight the rock. Unless I absolutely have to. And that dragon is in prime picking to get sniped if I do this right. Now, he can be reached by Miguel for healing. There is that. And probably will be healed by him. However, he's also very, well, I say very likely, but dragons are reasonably accurate even with whatever background and accuracy stat there is. But agility does play a role in it. Of course, he'd hit me. I guarantee if that was my dragon, he would have missed, but anywho. Alright. Put my glasses back on so I can kind of see. There we go. What is he doing? Genoflame. Genoflame. He's going to hit a fair amount of stuff from there. An unfortunate amount of stuff. Unfortunately, the stone does nothing to protect him from magic damage. This ghoul is going to come in and try to either kill him or weaken him so something else can kill him. That lizard man probably is just going to die. I don't see how there's any way I can help him at this point. As much as I would like to. But he can help me weaken stuff anyway. Yeah. So the centaur is going to kill him. There's nothing I can do about that. What I can do is slide that mandrake into his spot. I think. Pretty sure he's either right next to it or close to it. Yeah, so I can just slide him down one. I assume they're gonna... He could acid breath straight up onto the wyvern and the centaur. I assume he's gonna acid breath onto my general. Yeah, kind of figured. Ow. And they put another monster in the damn spot, so now I can't move. My lion down again. Pain in my ass. You missed. Free experience for my wyvern. I'm definitely doing that area heal now, although I don't think I have enough magic points left. Although he got a level, so he got a few magic points. We'll see if he has enough. If he does, I'm definitely doing the area heal. Next turn. If he doesn't, that's a problem. course you're gonna heal a fucking dragon, you piece of shit. You're supposed to be a knight. Fight. Get up here and fight like a man, coward. Instead of sending your stupid cheating rocks after me. Haha, you missed, asshole. And you're fighting a flying creature, so they do more damage to you than the none you would have that you even did. Okay. You still have enough magic points to heal somebody. You're gonna probably need to heal that rock. Actually, somebody should really heal Cortina. Oh, you have like no magic points left. I forgot I already did something else with you. Okay, that's a problem. So this might be a bailout then. I can definitely get a couple of kills. Let's hit this guy. Because if I don't kill him, which I think I will, but if I don't, because of the red dots, he can finish him off. Well, the problem is, see, the problem is if I do that, then then he can't run away, which I probably should do because Paternus is gonna run and all these guys are gonna leave. Although you can still heal. You can't, but you can. You don't have an area heal, but you can heal. So who really needs the healing the most right now? Like, that guy's what it is. You, I can kill a kid, so I could kill you. And wait, she's last in the turn order. He can't reach it to heal. So I could leave him there and let her get a kill with a Genofrost. Probably on both of them, honestly. Although I'd like to kill him, but I don't think he's going to do 108 damage. And he, I'm afraid, will do 108 damage. So who really needs healing? He's still actually okay. She definitely needs to be healed. And so does the Wyvern. Those are the two big ones that really need to be healed right now. Also, you're not protected anymore. Yes, you are still protected. I'm going to put another protect spell on you. Probably should have put one on the lizard man down there because I'm about to get him levels, potentially. Actually, no, I'm not, because he's about to go and kill all these guys. So honestly, I could just use this turn to heal up the two creatures, and then she's going to get just kill both of them, because I'm pretty sure she will do 108 damage to a giant scorpion with a red dot, with a Genofrost. I'm fairly confident of that. Much as I would also like to get him more levels. See, the problem is I could use his heal voice, but it heals them too. So it's not really ideal in the situation, because I'd actually be healing as many or more of their people. So what I am going to do is definitely heal her. Because she is enough to Genofrost again, so we're staying at least one more turn. Especially once I remembered the angel still had most of its magic points. You know what? Let's hit this thing with him. If he kills it, cool, he gets the experience. If he doesn't, which I don't think he will, then she'll definitely kill it. And then the generals that we need to level right now will get we'll get the most experience. Much as I would like to get more with the lizard man, it just makes the most sense to do it that way. I could technically fly around and hit that rock and probably kill it, but that's a real dangerous thing to do because she still has a turn. Although she's going to have no monsters left in a second. That she might even kill that with the Genofrost. I don't think so. But also, ooh. Oh, I know what we're going to do. I know what we're going to do. I'm going to leave the rock here. Wait. You. Get in there. And hit that son of a bitch. If you get turned to stone, fine, you get turned to stone. I'd rather you didn't, but if you do, you do. And you didn't. Took a critical hit, but... Now... You still have enough to heal somebody, but the angel has more. No one hit that guy. You need healing. You're honestly in okay shape, although I should probably still consider healing you. You've been healed. Are you still protected? Yes, although you're probably not going to be for long. I'm going to heal you because, quite frankly, you've been one of the MVP monsters of this battle. You're the only one with a protect spell left, and his is about to run out. So we definitely should put it back on him. Ooh, actually that level 8 Wyvern. Because the thing is, I don't obviously want him to get killed. Because he'll get wounded and I can't use him to defend for a turn. And he might lose monsters. But that's a level 8 Wyvern, bud. I really, really don't want that thing to die. We'll see what happens. I'm going to put the protect spell... Actually, let's do this first. Let's see what's even going to be left on the field after she Genofrosts again. You're dead. You're going to be alive, but pretty weak. Although you're going to get healed by this bitch. Although she might just run because she's not going to have monsters left. Well, she'll have one monster. I did think about moving the rock down here and hitting this one and trying to get it weak enough to die from the Genofrost. But it just wasn't feasible, especially with this setup. But we're going to kill 3 monsters and pretty heavily wound 3 others. So, let's do that. Because once the dead ones are out of the way, my thought is then we can see what might open up more. This is a very long episode, I apologize. I didn't intend them to last this long, but this can happen in this game. You're dead. You're in bad shape. You're dead. Fortina is now level 7 after, I think, 2 battles. Maybe 3. And she's very close to level 8. Good switcher, but she's one I usually don't bother to switch. I usually just go Enchantress the whole way. And just blast damage, blast damage, blast damage. Now, you're fully healed. If I moved you over and hit that dragon, it would not die. But on his turn, it would die. It leaves Cortina a bit open. But I could also move the Centaur or even the Angel in that spot. Although the Angel should heal. Because the thing is, if I use the Angel to heal him, and these two attack the dragon... Although she's probably going to heal the dragon, that's the problem. Because she is last. They actually have someone as low as level 1 on their team. So either way, he's not going to kill him. But if I got him really weak... Yeah, see, the problem is if I do that, then the rock can move up and attack her, and I don't want that. Now, I could Move down here and attack that centaur to try to keep it from attacking her. But I think the smartest thing is to just wait. I am going to put a protect spell on that wyvern. Much as it's a risk not putting it on the general who's about to lose his other one, he still has it for her turn, and she could send her rock over there to try to kill that thing. Yeah, she did heal the level 7 dragon, I'm not surprised. That was to be expected. Oh, the rock actually moved. Alright. That was actually a really dumb idea. Because if you might turn my drake to stone. Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? You cheating bastard. However, honestly, he's strong enough. I'm seriously tempted to just run in and beat the shit out of that dragon with him. Not gonna lie to you. It would leave him extremely vulnerable, and he's not that tanky, but I kind of want to do it. The first thing we're definitely doing, regardless, is we are, in fact, going to heal this wyvern, because it will need the healing regardless. I am still going to try to focus fire this dragon. It's probably not going to work unless I do my crazy idea with Paternus, which is a crazy idea and I should not do it. But it's real goddamn tempting, I'm not going to lie to you. And if I had a protect spell left to put on him, I think I honestly would, because he is fairly tanky at level 21 as a cardinal. Like, he has more to... Oh no, he's still good. He's still protected from last turn. That's actually awesome. Now, both of my other creatures can't do anything over there, unfortunately. I really, really want to move him in and attack that thing. And try to kill it. Because... with his decent strength and a blue dot, if he hits that thing with 238 attack power and it has 112 defense, he's going to do roughly 100 damage. Which actually I just realized isn't going to be nearly enough to kill that dragon, so never mind, that'd be a stupid idea. So let's do this. Because this is not a stupid idea. Forcing them to keep healing this guy at best, and at worst for them, causing him to, once they run out of healing fairly soon, not be able to heal him. Which I still have at least one more heal that I can try to do with somebody. I only have one more heal total. Which means it might be time to consider running, honestly. Really don't want to, and it's not because I care about losing, it's because I think I can actually win this. They're just so damn stubborn on hard sometimes. That's the problem. You have enough to silence somebody. Not really anybody you can silence, but... ooh, actually, if I put you there... next turn you could try to silence somebody. You can't do any magic. You're not doing 200 damage, so you're not going in there to attack. They do have enough monsters weak enough that I think I can still win this. He's going to flame that guy and kill him. That's fine. There's nothing I can do about that. It does mean they're not running away, though. Which is fine. I mean, it's not fine. I wish they would run away, but they think they're winning, which they kind of are in some ways. You're gonna acid breath onto my fucking general again, you scumbag. I don't know where you keep getting acid breaths from. I mean, you probably only actually did one because... Yeah, you actually only did one because it's just been long turns, but... Ow. Well, that centaur's dead. That much I can guarantee you. No matter what else happens, I'm killing that centaur now. You're gonna move a level 9 ghoul in. Well, I guess you're not getting that vampire, because I'm gonna kill that ghoul. I'm gonna try anyway. I don't have any area damage left, so it is gonna be tricky, but... That is the downside to getting the lizard men instead of more lizard men instead of dragons, is I don't have any area damage. Well, good. You go down there and attack the thing that's already made of stone. You can't turn it more into stone, and it now has high defense. Therefore, making that attack virtually useless. You're now going to punch that guy, which fine, fair enough, you get free damage. But I'm also far less scared of a giant than I am of a rock. So you can't really do anything. You're 1 point shy of being able to do anything. And you can't do anything. So, here's what I'm thinking. I kind of want to move this unicorn down here to kick this guy. And if it gets turned to stone, it gets turned to stone. I don't really want to lose a level 3 unicorn, but it is still only level 3, and I really want to get rid of a rock. At least one. Nice, critical. Goodbye. Not only is it critical damage, but you also... Well, he moved back a square now, which is actually kind of a problem for what my plan was, but... I don't think I would do enough damage to kill him anyway, so... You just wait. You just wait for now. Yeah, I don't think I would do enough damage to kill him, so I'm just going to attack the ghoul. Because the other thing is, they don't have much healing left, I don't think, and they don't have any area heals. Like, neither do I at this point, but they never did. Which means they have to worry about the fact that most of their monsters are that hurt. Maybe they don't care, but they have to at least consider it now. That's not useful. I care way more about killing that than I do the level 9. Even if he becomes a vampire, I still care less. And I really want to get a kill with Keloff. What do you need for a level? Yeah, we need to kill that thing. Vampires are good once they become vampires, but they're still not game-changingly good. Okay, well, he killed it anyway, so there you go. Could just finally move him down into the spot I've been trying to get him into all this time. I could also risk the Pegasus getting killed and move it down there. It's not all that tough. Although if something turned it to stone, it would actually get more defense. So it's going to do less damage because it's flying, and it's not going to do enough to kill it to begin with. But it would do a lot of damage to that guy. Screw it, let's get stupid. What I will do is I'll save here on the second slot, just in case. And yes, as long as this video has gotten, at this point, we're finishing the battle. I'm not cutting a battle off in mid like that. I hate that. Especially, it's one thing in like a live stream where you might have a cutoff time. We're going until the battle's over. Let's get stupid. If you want to back kick him so I don't take any damage back, I would really appreciate that. No? Okay. That's fine. You still did over 100 damage to him. Enemy ghouls will hit a lot. My ghouls don't hit that often. It's really, really tempting to move in and hit that guy. Dumb as it might be, I think that's what I'm going to do. Then that wyvern can definitely finish him. Well, see, she gets to go... get a damn turn again. That's the problem. She has no magic left. Neither does he. Now the problem is if I put him there, he can't acid breath again. That is a good thing. Screw it. I'm going to risk it. I've saved. If I don't like the outcome, I can always either redo it or take my lumps. I'm going to risk it because with no healing, I think they will finally run now. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. She certainly did. Alright, first things first. Much as I would love to get the kill with that guy, I don't see how I can do that. But I'm pretty confident if I hit him, he will kill him. So let's do that. Yes. Main reason I did that first is because if he didn't kill him somehow, because it is a level 8 dragon, then I would have absolutely taken the levels with the centaur. But by doing that, when we very likely win in a second, he's now going to get to level 10. And also, I can still shoot the giant. Whereas if I did it the other way and to shot first to guarantee the kill with the wyvern, it would have been a waste because he killed him anyway. Nice, still got a level with him. Let's cast Silent on this guy. It won't do anything because he has no magic left. But I just wanted to see if it would work. I should have cast it on the ghoul, honestly, just to get it to work and try to get it to work better and get the experience. I still have a heal left with him, which I'm absolutely going to use on this guy, on Keeloff. This didn't go exactly as well as I hoped, but it definitely still went well enough. I'm still really, really tempted to move him down and attack that giant. It's a terrible idea. But they have so few monsters that I don't think they're going to stay long enough to do anything. So here's what I'll do. I'll save again, because I'm confident we're winning now. But I will save on the second slot. If they do try to gangbuster him and it works, then I will then that one I will reset, because I already know I've got the battle won and I'm just doing this for fun. If they do still run, then great. I can't even get to reach them anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I thought I could go past my own guy onto the road there, but apparently not. There's nowhere else I can go, so end. Good, give Keeloff more experience. Because I promise you, you can't do enough damage to take him out. Oh, nice. Axe Rush. So I get even more damage and more experience. You may want to leave now. Bye. Okay. Well, that's fine. The Wyvern doesn't need the XP, but Keloff does. And unlike in Grand Edition, where those guys often stun with their punches, they do not in this version, which means I'm safe. Thanks for the extra XP. We win. A little more battle of attrition-y than I was hoping it would turn into. But I stood my ground. I did a couple silly things, but they worked. Level 6 for him, level 12 for the Phoenix. The Pegasus got a level. Pixie got a level. Griffin. We now have a level 10 Wyvern. Lovely. A level 9 Angel. The Mandrake actually survived, as did that our MVP Lizard Man, who's now level 4. That actually went remarkably well, all things considered. Philo, who's a caster, got 4 intelligence from a quest. Love to see that. Baleen gained an ice amulet. Oh, Hude's on that other quest I was talking about. We're going to get a general from this. In Grand Edition, you actually get both of these elf people he's talking to. In this one, you only get the male, Limelight. He's okay, he's a mage. I think he's okay. He might be actually terrible, I don't know. I forget. But he'll be back next month. Chantal. Nothing happened. Or if it did, it wasn't anything good. Alright. I'm just gonna... Actually, you know what? We're gonna do the organ. I'll start the next episode with evolving monsters. So, thank you so much for watching. Again, sorry for the long episode. Might happen with this game sometimes. Especially early game. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, comment, join the link, Discord server in the link in the description. And we'll see you next time for more Brigandine, Legend of Forsena, Leonia playthrough. Peace out.